Leaked WhatsApp chats reveal how Lagos nurses are being coerced, mobilized to support Tinubu's re-election. They are going to nurses too. Multiple sources report that nurses employed by the Lagos state government are facing pressure to register for voters' card with the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and subsequently pledged support for the All Progressive Congress (APC). Sources narrated how nurses are being cajoled to support the APC in Lagos through the creation of various WhatsApp groups aimed at mobilizing members. One of such groups is named Nurses for Bats, no be small thing. An apparent reference to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Sahara reporters obtained screenshots of conversations on the WhatsApp platform. According to a source who spoke with Sahara reporters, nurses who have submitted their credentials at any time may find their names added to the APC membership register, regardless of whether they choose to join the party and whether there is their explicit consent. What we have noticed is that some persons who have not even indicated interest in joining the APC, as long as they have access to their credentials, they automatically list them as APC members, no be small thing. One of the sources, who is a nurse, said. Another source corroborated the claims, expressing concern over what was described as subtle coercion within the system. One of the messages seen by Sahara reporters shared under the umbrella of Nurses for Bats and signed by Honorable Taye Ulebo Afusat, head of Unit Nursing Services, but identified in the messages as Nurses for Bats Welfare Officer, read, "Good morning, great political nurses of Lagos." Political nurses of Lagos. What's that? If you don't have a voter's card or you want to change your information or voting address, please go to this office close to the INEC office at Ikeja GRA. Sahara reporters understand that the group of nurses mobilizing support for Tinubu, including allegedly mandating nurses under the Lagos state government payroll to join the movement, may have an arrangement with an INEC official to facilitate voter registration processes. Another message circulated within the group stated, "Ask Mr. Ajao, our contact person, tell him you are from DNS Taye Ulebo from Lasuth Nursing Directorate." Members were also reminded to maintain confidentiality, with the message stating, "Please don't share this information to anyone who is not a nurse." In another directive, the message reads, "I requested for his assistance for nurses, having identified the majority of our nurses do not have voters card. Please don't delay, you have to act fast. Kindly give me feedback once you are done." Nigeria's next presidential election is scheduled for February 20, 2027, following the timetable released by INEC. In recent election cycles, concern over vote buying, the credibility of the voter register, and incidents of electoral violence have continued to raise questions about the integrity of the country's electoral process. Earlier this month, the African Democratic Congress (ADC) accused the APC of coercing civil servants and government workers in several states to register under its ongoing electronic membership drive. In a statement, the ADC described the alleged practice as unconstitutional, undemocratic, and a serious breach of neutrality of the civil service. According to the party's National Publicity Secretary, Bolaji Abdullahi, the action amounts to economic coercion, pressuring public servants into joining a political party. The party further noted that reports from across Nigeria indicate that civil servants are being compelled to surrender their freedom of association in exchange for job security, career advancement, or continued access to their livelihoods. No be small thing. Now, okay. At Queen says teachers too in Lagos, so obviously, even though those market women, that's how they will make sure that they actually vote for APC. Meanwhile, those people might not want to vote for Tinubu again, but they are going to frustrate them to vote APC. It is well. Achimwaka says, "I'm sure their auxiliary nurses, Eliza." Oshenye Jerry says, "Including everyone trading in Lagos market." Yes, even Lagos market. That's how they cajole those people into voting for APC. They say if you don't vote for APC, you are not going to sell in this market again. They will do to the extent that they will follow those market women to the polling booths and make sure to see the party that they want to vote for. I've seen that happen very well. So Kennedy says, "How many Lagos nurses do we have?" As if Adeli says, "Baba, your game is over. Even you cannot win Lagos State. this coming election. Obife says both teachers and other civil servants too. Now, wow. JJ says, I have not seen any desperation as APC and Tinubu re-election bid to Fiakwa. Yes, so look at how desperate they are. Then somebody will come and open his mouth and say it is Peter Obi that is desperate. What's that his name? Reno, Abi was his name. And by they say Peter Obi is desperate. What is this one that people are doing? Desperation of the highest order. It is well. Tinubu says there's nothing like coercing. Any willing person has that chance. Vote is personal. If you know what you are doing, nobody can coerce you to do things against your wish. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. If they don't vote for APC, they're going to lose their job. They will follow them to the polling booth. They will follow you like this to see the person that you voted for. You can't vote the person you want. It is all. Agaga says it's a campaign. Opposition should campaign to win voters instead of cry. Everybody is entitled to his opinion. There's nothing bad there. There's nothing bad there in coercing somebody to vote for you, or threatening them that they are going to lose their job if they do not vote for you. There's nothing there. It is well with two people. Lualia says we shall all gather here to celebrate Tinubu winning coming 2027 by the grace of Almighty God. Chidu says not only the nonsense is going on everywhere, even in the market. Joseph says, Coerce, will they follow you to the voting cubicle? Yes, they will follow you. Yes, they will actually follow you there. Yes. Leotoni says, if you've done well, you don't need to force anyone to vote for you. Your good work will speak for you. Joseph Jones says, it's allowed after all. It's a game of interest and choice. Let the favorite win. Canada says, that's why we are talking about the real-time transmission of election in every polling unit, so that those people will vote for him without rigging. Okay, only Lagos North is not my Kwara state, okay? Virginia Mochi says it's not new to us anymore because nothing APC no fit do. Kaya says you want him to coerce them to work against him. Surprised? No, not surprised. Austin says, why is it a leak chat? Is that not what everyone is doing in public? Colorado says by force by fire 2027, no be small thing. It no go be nurses wey spend 5 years in university, it go be quacks. They there. Tinubu to 2031, bam, as they pay you, they sweet us. As they sweet us, they pay you. Okay. Then it says they will all be on duty on election day. Anything you think is not possible in the world is not just possible in Nigeria. I'm telling you. It is well. And this one, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.